So we're doing okay. Hello, this is Joe Malik from GUNMBC. We're on air down in the Brighton Chamber office today, interviewing different chamber members and business leaders in the community. And today we have Mindy from Kids in Motion. Can you tell us a little bit about what Kids in Motion is?
I'd love to. Kids in Motion Pediatric Therapy Services. We are a medical clinic that services children of all abilities to help them reach their full potential by offering physical, occupational, and speech therapy to children from birth to young adult in our 4 clinics through telehealth and in our school staffing services.
When you say 4 clinics, what areas, what cities are you in then?
Our central office is in Highland,
Okay.
and then we're here in Brighton, Commerce, and Clarkston.
Why so many areas? Is it that much of a need for people to come into, or?
Yes, we get to help a lot of families being close together. Our company's, the owner and founder, Mary Hydorn, she wanted to build them within 30 minutes of each other so that they were smaller clinics, but it was more convenient for families that way.
But it is a medical clinic though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell me a little bit about the owner then, how she got started and things like that?
Yes, so Mary Hydorn, she had this dream a long time ago about providing pediatric physical therapy, and I think it was when she started, when she had a son who needed to get some therapies, and she had to drive an hour one way and an hour back and spend an hour there twice a week, and realized that that kind of time isn't available for a lot of families, and she knew right then what she wanted to do, and she's done now she's got 4 clinics.
Well, and she's a doctor too, you said?
She is a physical therapist.
Physical therapist. Why? Let's pause for a second. Take a second. Okay. So she started these 4 clinics, right? What type of client are they clients? Is that what you call them that come in?
They're patients.
Patients, okay.
Yeah. Doctors and physicians' offices, they will prescribe services.
Okay.
Normally there is some kind of developmental delay, or there's a diagnosis. It could be autism, cerebral palsy. There's all different kinds of things that they could need help for, and the doctors will write a script for an eval, and that's how things get going.
Oh, wow. You said something earlier that you have something online for people to do some analytic work, or what is that called?
That is a really great program. Now, we've always offered free screenings with a phone conversation with therapists, but this program that we just started in the past year is really fantastic because it's an interactive online developmental screener, and it's on our website. And so what it does is the parents will answer the questions based on their children's age, and those answers are yes and no answers. Then the program responds to them with what they can do at home to help the child, or why those things are important in their development. And then, of course, we're always there to help when they need help.
And what is your job there?
I get to be the PR and marketing director, and I get to make sure that everyone knows who we are and what we do. This company's really impacted me personally, and I just love being able to spread the word.
What type of patients do you mostly see then? I mean, there's a wide range, right? But is there more one than the other, or?
It is a wide range. Right now, we are about 75% seeing patients in the clinic, and then the rest is telehealth and school services. But so there's all different kinds of diagnoses involved. A child may have apraxia. They may need some speech therapy to help them get through certain things. We do service a lot of patients that have special needs diagnoses, and a lot of those kids get all 3 therapies while they're in our clinic.
Interesting. Why just kids? Why don't you take like young adults or adults? Is it just there's so much of it going on for younger people, or what?
So pediatric therapy is really a unique and wonderful thing. So it's really dealing just with kids. So what is a kid's occupation? It's play.
Okay.
So, we get to work on their fine motor, gross motor, speech, sensory, social, and feeding skills to help them to live a productive life.
Okay. And how long have you been around?
28 years. We just celebrated our 28th year anniversary on birthday on Monday.
Wow. And you say you have some type of camp too you do once a year?
We do. We actually have 2 1-week sessions of summer camp. It's a day camp, and it is for children with special needs. And they get to work on all of those skills. They get a little bit of PT, OT, and speech while they're there. We have a warm water aquatic therapy pool in our Highland location. We have a playground. They do all kinds of crafts. They do all kinds of things. We have guest people come in like with music therapy or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. It's really great, and the families love it because these kids get to have something that they can engage in,
Right.
and the parents are comfortable bringing them.
Especially the way things are going now with the pandemic, that a lot of young people don't have a chance to gather, do they?
Right.
Like they can. So, is there anything else you'd like to enclose before we finish up here or wrap up? How do they get a hold of you? And do you have a website, Facebook page, or?
Yes, so we are. We do have a website. It's www.kidsinmotionmi.com, and then we are on Facebook at Kids in Motion MI. We are on Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest and that kind of thing. Our phone number is 248-684-9610.
That's right there behind us.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
And I guess what I want to, you would ask me why not adults. Well, we do offer therapy to some young adults that have special diagnosis
Okay.
and need the kinds of therapy we can do. Our clinics are set up for play. So the kids are learning as they're playing. And all of the therapists are specially licensed and trained for pediatrics.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Good. Well, Mindy, thank you for coming in. And this is Joe Malik from G1NBC On Air. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.